Welcome back. You're still watching Technoholik now in this very dual-core processor world which has been started by the LG Optimus 2X. It's a good phone, it's new technology, and we're glad that LG started it and kept it really cheap. But also there's another phone in the market, the Samsung Galaxy S2, which spec for spec is actually better than the LG Optimus 2X. How great is the phone? Siddharth Sharma caught a preview of this phone in Delhi and tells us all about it.
Well, thanks guys. Yes, we saw Abhimanyu do the review of the LG Optimus 2X, a dual-core phone, and Samsung in reply this week launched the Samsung Galaxy S2. I've got it in my hand. It's a 1.2 GHz dual-core processor and runs on Android 2.3 Gingerbread. A pretty neat form factor, a very good feel factor to it, good to hold, a good 4.3-inch large AMOLED display. Up front, the phone's got an 8-megapixel camera at the back, does 1080p full HD videos and all that. Well, the only problem that the Samsung Galaxy S2 at the moment has, it's not got an HDMI output to it. So yeah, that is something that Samsung needs to work on in the Galaxy S2. At the moment, the phone is available at 32,000 rupees. Though it's a high-end Android phone, of course, and it's available at the Samsung website. Plus, they'll be simultaneously launching the phone with Vodafone in the coming months and also at the normal retail stores. The prices of the Samsung Galaxy S, its previous edition, has gone down, but the Samsung Galaxy S2 promises a lot without an HDMI port, of course. So yeah, there you have it. We'll be surely getting you a full review of it as soon as we get to test it more in the coming time.
Now this makes the decision to buy a smartphone even harder. There's the LG Optimus 2X, there's the LG Optimus Black, the iPhone 4 will release here, there's the Samsung Galaxy S2, and if things go right, the new iPhone 5 or the 4S. That's too many choices. Which one do you choose? Is it just about the money now?
Well, now this is a phone, the Galaxy S2, which is completely drool-worthy. Now, if we had a drool meter, this would be completely hitting the red line. As you just said it, that it's in spec to spec, it's much better than the Optimus 2. But it also comes with a heftier price tag. Would you go in for this phone?
The heftier price tag is actually not that much of a difference. The LG Optimus 2X is about 27,500. The Samsung Galaxy S is 33,000.
That's a lot of money if you're asking me. 5 grand difference, quite a lot of money.
Spec to spec.
Yeah.
If you would want to consider the better phone, I think you would go with the Samsung Galaxy S2. Simply because if you want to spend 5 grand extra when you're already spending 27, you might as well spend 33 and get the better phone. But the S2 does not do HDMI out.
Ooh, now that's a bad thing. Now, because see, HDMI out is something which I was actually drooling on because the fact that I have a giant screen TV, and from my phone, I use my phone just as a controller and wire it to my giant screen TV and play 1080p games. I don't even need a PlayStation 3. I just didn't say that.
If you're saying that an HDMI out is something that you would really consider in a phone, then shouldn't the Motorola Atrix, which hasn't been launched here yet, probably will never come here, shouldn't that be on your list?
Completely on my list. That's the first phone which we guys, all of us, all the Technoholics sat around and said, oh my god, what is that?
Okay, so the Motorola Atrix is clearly still in the running because it is a good phone. Hopefully Motorola gets it to India at some point in time. But for now, the Samsung Galaxy S2 to us is a great phone. We've always had love for that phone and we'll continue to have it. Now the decision is purely based on money. There's the iPhone 4, probably the 4S or the 5 that will come. There's the LG Optimus 2X, there's the Samsung Galaxy S2, there's a Motorola Atrix if someone can get it from the States for you. Too many options to choose from. Just remember, 5,000 bucks between the LG Optimus 2X and the Samsung Galaxy S2 is not that much of a difference. Choose your money wisely, know where to spend it. And with that, we have to come at the end of all the fancy phones and the fancy technology and get to some real world news. It was still a great week in technology. Siddharth Sharma is back to cover all the news for us.
Thanks guys. Well, after the dual-core invasion, Tech World had a lot going for it this week. First up, there were 2 new graphic processors from AMD FirePro series. Check them out. AMD came up to an all-new level of graphic processing units by launching their AMD FirePro V5900 and V7900 GPUs. The processors are loaded with AMD PowerTune and Geometry Boost technologies. The processors also have AMD Infinity multi-display technology, which makes it possible to support up to 6 displays in one large workspace. So hardcore PC gaming and professional graphic creation is smooth and faster in systems using the AMD FirePro GPUs. Well, if you are a gamer or a hardcore graphic professional, AMD FirePro series is definitely worth your money. Well, moving on, Micromax launched their Android-powered Blink 2 this week. Take a look. Micromax launched the second edition of its Blink series, unimaginatively calling it the Blink 2. The phone features Android 2.2 Froyo and has a 3-megapixel camera at the back. The phone comes preloaded with many Android market apps and is priced at Rs 9,000. Well, Blink 2 seems like a perfect blend of beauty and the geek. Next up is the iPhone. Yes, the iPhone 4 is officially available in India. Apple's most popular handset, the iPhone 4, is finally here. Airtel and Aircel have finally launched the phone officially at a price of Rs 35,000 for the 16GB and Rs 41,000 for the 32GB variant of the phone. Both the service providers are offering prepaid and postpaid options on the iPhone 4. From expensive iPhone 4s to some cheap Android thrills now, everyone knows that the Micromax A60 is the cheapest Android phone available in the market. Well, this week we had a new winner. It's called the Spice Me 270. Take a look at the specs and of course the price of the phone. Let's tell you the price first, or maybe let's just leave it till the end. Spice Me 270 has a full QVGA screen up front and a 2-megapixel camera at the back. It runs on Android 2.2 Froyo, but here's the catch. It just gives edge connectivity. And now the price. Yes, it's a cheap Android phone priced at just Rs 5,700 on Flipkart. Well, there's one more thing that we didn't tell you about the Spice Me 270. It's a dual SIM phone. Well, what else do you want when you get Android power, a full large display up front, and of course dual SIM capabilities in just somewhere above 5,000 rupees. That about wraps up all the lowdown on technology news this week. Back to you guys.
Okay, so now that we've made you spend tons of money, or at least made you think of spending tons of money on the next smartphone, and also got you all the news of the week, we figure it's time to take a break on the show, because on the other side, Sagar is going to make you get up and move in your living room, courtesy Some Game.